In this collection of videos, I want to briefly review a list of problems that are related to limits. And we'll start with the first one. Use your calculator to construct a table of values for f of x close to 0 and guess the value of the limit. So we have limit as x approaches 0 of e to the x minus 1 minus x over x squared. And we want to use our graphing calculator. And so we bring it up. We're going to go into y equals. And our whole numerator needs to be in parentheses. So we have e to the x minus 1 minus x, close parentheses, all divided by x to the second power. And that is good enough. We just double check e to the x minus 1 minus x divided by x squared. Alright, so we need to make sure that second table set, our independent is set to ask, which it is. We're going to go into the table feature, and we want values approaching 0 from the left. So we'll start with negative 0.1 and negative 0.01, negative 0.001, negative 0.0001, and so there are 4 values. That should be sufficient. And so let's write down what we have here. Okay, so I put in some extra values, 5 zeros, 6 zeros, and a 1 as we're approaching 0, but I'm only going to use 5 of them here. And we can definitely see though that we're approaching a limit of 0.5 as we move in from the left. Let's do the same thing from the right. We'll use the same, in this case, because we're approaching 0 from the right, will be the same exact values but positive. And when we do that, we can see that we're also approaching 5, but this time just from the right side, from above. And so we can see that the limit here should be 0.5. So we'll still, you can't just write the table, you have to guess the value of the limit as well. And so we write that that is 0.5. We'll go on to the next problem in here. Okay, this time we have this crazy piecewise defined function here, and we want to evaluate a number of limits. We have the limit as x approaches 0 from the left. We know that is going to be 1. And you can see that right there. Limit as x approaches 0 from the right. Well, from the right we're approaching 2. Third, we're asked for the two-sided limit. Well, the two-sided limit does not exist. And that's because there's a jump discontinuity there. The limit from the left doesn't equal the limit from the right. D asks us for what the value of the function at 0 is, and you're looking for the filled in circle there. That's at y equals 2. Okay, so we're done with A, B, C, D. We're going to move this up. Next, it asks us for the limit as x approaches 1 of f of x. Here we're looking for the two-sided limit. And from both sides as x approaches 1, where the function is heading for 0, even though it doesn't actually have a value at 0, the limit is 0. Next, it asks for the value of the function when x is 2. Well, that's way up there. It does have a value, and it is 3. And so we'll scroll up a little bit more. In the last 4, I move the questions up here so we can see them. You have the limit as x approaches 0 from the left, and we've done that one already. I'm not sure that's a typo of some sort. That's 1. Then we have the limit as x approaches 2 from the left. We can see when that happens, y is approaching 1. X approaches 2 from the right, y appears to be heading for 2. But there is no two-sided limit at x equals 2 because the limit from the left is 1, the limit from the right is 2, and so there's a jump discontinuity there. Okay, and so that'll do it for the first 2 problems. We'll continue in the next video.